and the vaccines are coming momentarily.
Where are you going, Brain?
Back to the cage to plan for tomorrow night.
Why? What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
I just left Walter Reed Medical Center, and it's really something very special. The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, and I learned so much about coronavirus. And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines, all developed recently. And you're going to beat it. I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. Don't let that happen. We have the greatest country in the world. We're going back to work. We're going to be out front. As your leader, I had to do that. I knew there's danger to it, but I had to do it. I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's a leader would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But don't let it dominate your lives. Get out there. Be careful. We have the best medicines in the world, and it all happened very shortly, and they're all getting approved, and the vaccines are coming momentarily. Thank you very much. And Walter Reed, what a group of people. Thank you very much.
You guys, I'm not going to Abu Dhabi for the UFC with Brian. About a month ago, my wife and I tested positive for COVID, and 2 weeks of quarantine, tested negative. We were clear, back to work, back to teaching. A week ago, UFC sends us test kits. We do the test, I test negative, and then we go to Vegas to quarantine and be tested in Vegas before getting on the flight to Abu Dhabi. The test that I did yesterday in Vegas before this morning's flight to Abu Dhabi tested positive. And I spoke to the UFC doctors, and I said, you guys, I was positive a month ago, and they say that the kind of residual effect of COVID can be in your body for up to 3 months after you have it and test positive. And I said, yo, it's residual. I was asymptomatic then, I feel nothing now, I'm good to go. And, you know, they were great, but they reiterated, they said, Henry, if you get to Abu Dhabi and you test positive, there, you're going to quarantine for 14 days in Abu Dhabi before they even let you come home, and you're not going to be able to go to the fight. You won't be participating in anything. So they said it's better not to go, and there's zero tolerance. Even if you've had COVID already and have developed the antibodies and you're good to go, you're in the clear. So they said even though you're not contagious, you can't go with a positive COVID test. You guys, I was so bummed. So bummed. And of course, I let Brian know, this is yesterday, we were in Vegas together, the whole team getting there ready to go. At first, Brian thought I was joking because I had tested negative already twice in the last 2 weeks. And I wasn't. And, you know, of course, he's super bummed. But I assured him, I said, Brian, luckily, this skill set that I bring to the table and that, you know, I've coached you for over 15 years in, is the most ingrained in you of all your skill sets in fighting. And it's the one that you least need coaching on. So if anyone has to stay behind, it should be me. Brian has grown tremendously as a fighter over the last 2 years.
When I get high, I just see balls.